Okay. Alright. I'm here. I'm fine. I'm ready. I'm ready. This has been going on forever. This lobby is like nearly started up like 4 times over, so it's not say a good thing. Ooh, Will Ann's boost the server. Damn. Oh god. Okay. We're finally gonna get into it here. Okay, alright, hello everyone. So honestly, it's a good thing that my internet lagged out because I realized that I just like turned on the stream and then just proceeded to not say a word for about a solid 5 minutes here. Spaceman, howdy doodly, thanks for stopping by here. Yo, Stats, or Mist, thanks for showing up, man. Appreciate it. What do you gotta do to get a face cam stream? Face reveal stream. Yo, what the hell? Did someone put it in live stream? How do you guys get the notifications? Okay, let's put this in here actually. There we go, okay. Here to watch Vac Dog, everyone. Hope it rains. Spaceman, do you usually sub to this, my guy? Mist, I've already gifted you one, dude, so I gotta go with Spaceman. Dude, I've never even met Hobo. We'll get on with. Actually, know what? The fans know what they're talking about. They want the guy who's actually second right now. I missed him. No, there we go. Back. We'll get on board with back here in the BWT. The pink one, of course, bring up the track map as well. One-shot qualifying for those that don't know. When you follow, you get a setup with a notification telling when the streamer goes live. Oh yes, but of chaos. Yes, thank you very much for that. No, I'm pretty sure. Don't you have to hit that notification bell? I mean, if you do, appreciate it. But I'm pretty sure you. Or oh no. Whatever, I might be out lunch, who cares. Vac has fallen down to, at one point was 11th, but a nice little sector 2 there has brought himself back up into the top 5, or at least battling for it. Finds himself 4th right now. Mystic Joker taking pole as it stands. We're halfway through sector 2 here in the DRS section. What DRS is, it opens up that back wing there, brings you down a little close to the floor so you get better drag reduction down the straight. Makes yourself go faster. Battling with Valentine, sorry for the little slip of the tongue there. 18 drivers fill out the grid here this evening. Joker is looking to beat out all 18 of them, as well as Impossible Bacon's on for a really solid hot lap, qualifying lap. Jacko, our Season 2 F2 winner, currently sitting 3rd. He's going to want to try and improve on that. Mahi can always put out a good flying lap in Formula 2. We'll see if he can catch Jacko, but over the line comes Mystic Joker for one of 5 drivers into the 139s and nearly into the 138s. Wow, what a pisser of a lap there. Half a second quicker to the 2nd place. Jacko just in behind for 3rd. Mahi 4th. I think that was Jeanette 5th. But very, very well done by Mr. Joker up in Bahrain there. As we're actually going to be in Bahrain the whole week this week. Tomorrow. And I'll get into that after I finish this. Mr. Joker gets qualifying win with pole position in the high tech. The 2 for 2s, he's coming in 2-3, impossible, but besting the Season 2 champion of Elma Jacko in 3rd, Mahi 4th, Jint to win at 5th, Valentine 6th, the Garrus Vac finishes in 7th, Bray in 8th, Cake in 9th, HS VDT in 10th, A. Daltonian coming over the line 11th, Super Ninas 12th, Chunky Corgi 13th, Willans 14th, Knuckles in 15th, Spaceman 16th, and a couple of disqualifications, one from Money Matt and the other one from JC Blackley. I followed no sub yet, though I just got back to work. And gifted subscription. That's how you do it. Twin Steve plays. Do I know you? You've been following since, wow, November 5th, 2020. Okay, so you've been around for a while. I can't remember your name though. Vision shoots a follow. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, Spacemans, no worries, no worries. Just have a nice solid finish here. Yeah, no worries, man. Anytime. I'm a Canuck. It's what I do, my guy. But we're gonna get fairly quickly into it. Right now we're at 156 followers. If you know anyone that is a fan of Formula 1 or Formula 2, be sure to introduce us to the Midwest F1 League, as we do what we can to try and put on a solid product here. We go Wednesday, Thursday, and what was not going to be Friday, but then we actually did end up doing Fridays, with Fridays being our Project Cars / Gran Turismo Sport kind of rotation. So I believe it was Project Cars last Friday. This Friday is going to be Gran Turismo Sport. So if you're into either of those games, we do streams for that as well on Friday. And I believe that is hosted by Will Ans. I'm not sure if he's going to be constantly doing it, but he did stream it live last time. Who's the best player in the league, in your opinion? In our league, Mystic Joker. Mystic Joker's a beast. Jacko is a very close second, but Mystic Joker is very solid. Twin Steve plays. I saw your message there. Sorry, Vaca introduced me to the lead. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. Thanks for tuning in, Mac. Very much appreciated. Give out best. Love F2. Good stuff, Spaceman. Bring it home, dude. Missed any predictions? Who do we think is going to take the win? Or you know what? Since most of you guys only know Vac, where do you think Garrus Vac's going to finish? Qualified 7th. Can he get into the top 5? Now, if you're new to Formula 2, we have 2 races. That being the feature race and the sprint race. Feature race. We do only 25% of the initial race length, so they're shorter races. But the feature rank, oh my goodness gracious, the feature race, that resulting order from 1 to 8 gets flipped, and then that's the starting grid for the sprint race, which is after, a little bit shorter. But looks like we're about to get into it. Do you like Wendy's? I do like Wendy's. No, I don't like Wendy's. Not strong on your face. You're typing it. I knew you were typing it. Wendy's. We make our patty square, so the burger hangs over the bun. But alright, we're getting into it here. Mr. Joker gets a really good start. Impossible Bacon second. El Majacco third. El Majacco's really good to get his starts. Let's see if he can overtake his teammate into turn one. Lots of movements going around there. The Garrisvac looks like he's battling with Valentine down the order a little bit. And Mahi Mahi shoots the inside line. A little bit of collision, I think, there. And the front wing of Valentine is lost. And Impossible Bacon, oh no, one of the Bertuzzi spins out. I need to get back up in the front there. There we go. Valentine looks to be really close onto Super Ninas and dives the inside line into turn 4. Ninas going a little bit deep, helps out Valentine a little bit as he didn't kind of come out of that turn very quickly. But Ray and HSVDT are battling as well for 8th place. Ray just in behind, was trying to get alongside, but Cake Thomas, ooh, goes down and some collision, a little bit of ghosting there, someone's lagging. But right now, as it stands, Mr. Joker gets a really good run off the line and currently sits himself in first. Jacko's trying to make a good run down into turn 11, but I don't think there's going to be anything going there. Cake Thomas goes around the outside on Ray, gets himself into 9th place. Ray slots back into 10th. Money Matt has gained major positions off the get-go. He's very good at race starts and has found himself moving up. I think it was like 9 spots or something like that. We actually had a couple of late joiners, I think it is. The Lone Wolf and someone else. I'm not sure who else was able to join. Ooh, a little bit of contact. It looked like Ray nearly binned it there, but he was able to save it off the drift. Valentine HSVDT battling for 7th. And down the inside line through the final couple of turns, as this is technically 2 different turns, 14 and 15, goes HSVDT. Valentine getting a little bit of oversteer, doesn't help him, and into the pit he goes. He must have got a little bit of damage early on. Money Matt and Cake, but it's actually Garrison Jinnit battling for 4th. And it looks like Vac's got the better of Jinnit as it stands. A little bit of contact between Vac and Jinnit. Jinnit's a very quick driver. Yeah, Wendy's nuts in your mouth. Yeah. Predictable. You might have the best commentator voice ever. Now that is a crazy good compliment. I appreciate that, Mist. But Jinnit to win it. There you go. Looks at the inside line. Dives down into turn 10. Vac can feel the pressure. Defends around the outside and does good to get good traction. Going around and holding on to 4th place. As these two are going to continually battle. No, sorry. This is into turn N. Whoa. That was turn 10 right there. Vac goes extremely deep and gets double overtaken by Ninas, as well as Jinnit to win it. Jumps up into 4th. Not what Vac wanted to do there. I'm not sure what happened. Kind of takes an inside line angle. A little bit odd of a racing line there. He's too far gone to make any sort of move. But he still holds himself a half a second back. DRS is going to be open after this lap. I'll pull up my telemetry and lap data there so we can get all the information that we can. Face cam stream. No, maybe one day. I've been looking into getting some sort of proper graphics card and maybe hooking something up. But then Wednesdays it's just solo me. And then Thursdays Cake Thomas right now. Actually, sorry, Cake Thomas and Money Matt are battling down the pit straight here. On to Cake Thomas we go. See if he can go down the inside line. Yeah, he does line it up. Shoots it. Money Matt can't defend. Looks at a switchback, but the 2 teammates of Charouz are going to battle it through turn 2. Money Matt gets DRS coming out of turn 3. Looking to get in that slipstream. Is going to get a little bit more pace, but a little bit too far gone. F2 cars can't break as deep as F1 cars, and Ray and A. Daltonian are actually battling just behind. In turn 5 and 6 they go wheel to wheel. Ray's just in behind, and A. Daltonian is able to edge that position out. But yeah, so good luck getting one. Oh yeah, I know. Twin Steve plays. My buddy told me, man. Like, it's ruthless. Like right now. So I was looking into one. There's a potential of something in the near future, but yeah, with the market. Come on, dude. Don't do spam that. But now, Money Matt and Cake are still battling through Sector 2. Mr. Joker's opened up that gap to nearly 2.5 seconds now between himself and second place. Mahi Mahi is just about 2 seconds behind. but Cake Thomas currently holds 8th place over Money Matt, and JC Blackley looks like he's getting pretty close to Hotspot here. We'll go on to the tire compounds here. So medium and hards are the only ones available. Mr. Joker sets another fastest lap. You come down the pit straight here, and JC's a little bit too far away to really kind of make any sort of battle with Hotspot, and Hotspot as well getting DRS from Ray, who's Ray getting DRS from A. Daltonian. But once again, that battle for 8th place between Money Matt and Cake Thomas is getting real close. As you can see him just get into the slipstream, the DRS wing is open, but just that straight isn't long enough to mount any sort of attack at the position. Money kind of looks at the outside line there, but Cake blocks it right before he comes in. Penalty tossed out to Spaceman down there. Knuckles seems to be having a heck of a time all the way down at the bottom of the pack there in 20th place. Looks like he's at least like a lap behind. I'm not sure if that's some sort of lobby glitch. We do get it from time to time. Money Matt gets a really good run out of turn 10. Down the 3rd DRS straight he goes into 8th place, but the penalties is what's the difference between these two guys right now. Ray and A. Daltonian, once again, these two are battling. Ray goes down the inside line into 11. Gets it, as you can kind of hit this corner with some decent speed, but because they're battling, it'll slow them up. As well as Hotspot and JC Blackley are battling right in behind. So 8th's battling 9th, 10th's battling 11th, and 12th is battling 13th. So we got some fun little battles in the middle of the pack there to try and get up into the top 10. Cake Thomas once again getting real close to Money Matt here. Money goes a little bit too deep through the turn 14 and 15 here. That's going to give Cake the option of getting the overtake here. He's got the slipstream. Not a doubt in my mind that he's going to get alongside him and pass him down this pit straight, past the pit entry, or exit, sorry, back on track and gets the move done. And we got to kind of shimmy down to Hotspot here as they look like this pack has caught A. Daltonian and Ray. And as well as Chunky Corgi and Impossible Bacon. After Impossible Bacon gets spun out early on in this race, he's found himself back up into 14th, looking to try and get back as many points as he can. Potentially get himself into 8th so he can get a good starting position for the sprint race. But right now it's Mystic Joker in a race of his own, as Jacko just can't hold the pace of Mystic this evening. But Will Ans and Chunky Corgi are battling as well. Will Ans, another quicker driver, not having the luck this evening as well. Go watch Vac. Vac's a second and a half out. He's got nothing. There's nothing going on with him. He doesn't have DRS. Money Matt, here we go. Money Matt and Cake Thomas. Here's a little bit of a battle here. Money Matt's going to go to the outside. Cake defends the inside line. Money tries to send it around the outside. If there's any turn, he might be able to do it here. Actually goes for a nice little switch back there. Forces Cake to defend the outside line, and now wheel to wheel once again, and Money Matt goes around the outside to get the move done and back into 8th place, as these two are continually battling throughout the entire race, as it seems. Oh, goes very deep coming out of turn 13 there, but he's looking like he's got the position held down. But once again, Cake's going to have DRS coming down the pit straight, and you got to keep an eye on Hotspot as well. Hotspot goes down the inside line. Looks like you got someone spun out all the way back in sector 2 there. Back in our relationship ship is getting stronger, so I gotta see my boy. Fair enough. Pitting is underway here. You can see it back in the pit. See how slow they do it here. He's gonna throw on some hards. And come on back, release, my guy. JC Blackley still trying to work on Hotspot. He's got himself a penalty as well as DRS, but too far, not close enough for him. Jinit to win it has worked himself back close to Mahi here. Can Jinit get a move done? Oh no, what happened to Hotspot? Hotspot loses the position to JC Blackley. I thought he had a little bit more of a separation between him, but I thought wrong, as JC Blackley gets the move done into 8th place. As yeah, 8th and 9th just seems to be the place to battle this race here. But everything's kind of opened up here with a lot of pit stops coming in. We're going to see a lot of these drivers on the mediums come in fairly quickly to throw on the hards. Jinnet's being held off right now by Mahi Mahi. Vac currently sits, because I know you guys want to hear it. Okay. Vac currently sits in 14th. But with all those drivers ahead of him needing to pit, he's sitting in a pretty decent spot. But 15 seconds separates Ninas to Spaceman, as well as 3 seconds separates Vac to Super Ninas. So he had to pit. You have to pit at least once. So here you go. The race leader pits. So these guys could, on the sprint race, you don't have to pit. So everyone's probably just going to run the hards and then run that for the whole race, because it's quicker to not pit in a shorter race. But in this race, with it being a little longer, you're mandated to pit at least once, unless it's on wets. Then you don't have to pit. Hotspot was getting some really good speed, but couldn't get too much going into turn 1 there. He's going to get real close, and I think he botches his racing line there. Can't get too good of a run out of turn 2 and 3. JC Blackley's able to pull away far enough and hold on to that position. Money Matt, Will Ans. I'm looking for Will Ans. There we go. On to Will Ans we goes. He's coming down the pit straight here. Spaceman into the pit. Vac moves up another position into 13th right now. We'll see. So Vac's going to slowly start creeping back up the order with all the drivers needing to pit. So let's see. I think he's going to find himself back into like 5th or 6th once all the drivers pit ahead of him. We'll see. It's going to be close actually, because the F2 pit stop's a little bit longer, so it might be a little tighter. Is that Cake Thompson Spaceman battling? I think he was for a second. Impossible going down the inside line on a hotspot, and I think Impossible's actually, has he pitted already? No, he hasn't pit, so he did spin out and stayed out. Ooh, JC Blackley and Ray. Oh, I think Ray's got a bot there. That's unfortunately the Lone Wolf picking up 5 seconds worth of penalties for ignoring blue flags, as some drivers are being lapped here, so he's got to let these guys go by. Now Jin Twinett comes into the pit. So now top 9 drivers, and Ray as well comes into the pit. Chunky Corey launches down the inside line onto Hotspot there. Gets the move done. I did see the bot icon for Hotspot. Yeah, so the X means bot. Not sure what he's doing. He either has his game paused. Here, but see, down you go. Vac is back up into 10th. Ooh, finds himself down a little bit actually. So these hards are actually really slow, as everyone that's been pitting earlier has found themselves farther back than those that have pit later. It's even a little bit older mediums are still quicker than the brand new hards. Looks like Jinnett was fighting his fresh hards there, coming out of turn 8. He's got to deal with Mahi Mahi pretty quick here. Impossible Bacon gets Ray, as well as Cake Thomas gets Will Ans. A. Daltonian looks to be getting Ray for a second here as well. Those are battling, but we got a little bit of a scuffle here for 6th place. What can Mahi Mahi do? Jinnett's trying to hold him. Trying to get control again, but it won't let you. Weird. I wonder if Hotspot's having that same problem too. But finally, El Majako comes into the pit. Chunky Corgi has stayed out. Actually, no, he's finally into the pit as well. So Mystic Joker's going to go into 2nd place. Where does Garrus Vac wind up here? He can see HSVDT in the distance. Is he going to get back ahead of Chunky Corgi? Chunky's still in the pit, so yeah, Vac's going to move back up into 9th place. And that is... actually, no, sorry, Hotspot. Oh, it's hard. Or is Hotspot already pitted? No, Hotspot is yet to pit. So Hotspot and JC Blackley still need to pit, but they started the race on hards. So so they won't have to for a lap or two here, depending on what they feel is the better strategy. Okay, Thomas gets two drivers there, Chunky and Ray. Back up to Jacko, and he's looking to overtake the bot of Hotspot. Gets a very good run out of turn 10 and gets the move done. Mahi's still trying to work on Jinnit to win it, but Jin is doing just enough to be able to hold Mahi at bay here. Just at the outside looking in is Mahi on the top 5. Really revving the crap out of his engine there. There's a big cluster there. That's our boy, the Garrus Vac doing, still down at 9. JC Blackley is finally into the pit. Are we also going to see, I think it's Hotspot. I think he is. No, he's not. He's just getting overtaken down the pit straight by Jinnit. Oh! As you can see, some debris from the front wing there. The Ghost of Hotspot severely screwed over Mahi there. Brake checked him into turn 1. Oh my god, and then nearly turns into him into turn 4. Mahi has to move out of the way. Oh my god. The Ghost of Hotspot still needs to pit, so he will go down the order a little bit. JC Blackley comes out on some fresh mediums, but loses a couple positions, so he may have spun out somewhere. And he's in trouble from Ray, and it looks like Ray's has gotten back into his car. I disconnected 4 laps ago. Oh, yeah, you still need to... Internet pieced out. Yeah, you still need to pit there, Hotspot. Whoa, Ray gets really heavy on the throttle there. Gets some gnarly oversteer. But it looks like Hotspot's starting to move down the order here. Back 2.5 seconds separates himself and HSVDT. He's got a lot to do if he wants to catch him. A. Daltonian gets overtaken by Cake Thomas going into turn 11 there in the second DRS section. Mystic Joker sets the fastest lap on hards. Somehow sets a faster lap than he was on mediums. He's got clean air, no one ahead of him here. Doesn't have to deal with any of that, so he's doing a really good job setting some solid times. JC Blackley's going to try and make up as many positions as he can. Goes for a late race option of mediums. The bot of Hotspot still yet to pit. Putting that one in his back pocket. Oh, here you go. Any of Garrus Vac fans? Vac's looking to get an overtake on Hotspot here. But a couple of the maneuvers that Hotspot has done here is he gave up the outside there but blocks it late. Vac's got to be careful trying to get past him here. He doesn't know when to do it. And alongside him goes the Garrus Vac and does it the safe way. Ooh, shout out Safeway. Gets alongside him down the straight, doesn't have to fight him into a turn, and gets the move done. Muddy Matt has got himself fairly close, but the Garrus Vac lost a solid 2 seconds trying to overtake Hotspot. Mr. Joker setting another fastest lap. As I thank everyone that is tuning in here tonight, as after this race is over, please don't go away, as we got another one right after. The sprint race is surely to follow as quickly as this one will finish. And the sprint race actually entitles of the top 8 drivers positions being flipped, and JC's looking to get the move done off track here as he's dragging Ray down the final straight in sector 3. Whoa, that was a tooth whistle. Sorry about that, guys. If you got your earphones in, I bet that one hurt. But JC goes deep through turn 14 and 15. The ghost of Hotspot finally into the pit. JC's trying to get alongside Ray. He's got the straight line speed down the stretch into turn 1. Just barely alongside. Feels like he needed to cut turn 1. Didn't think the room was there or given. But ahead up in 10th place, those two drivers, AE Daltonian and Cake Thomas, were kind of wheel to wheel going around turn 2 and 3. And his AE trying to send it around the outside in defense on Cake. But Cake looks like he's got the job done, and into 10th place, the top 10 he goes. Will Ans and JC Blackley now getting into... Oh no, JC must have spun out. JC now down into 15th place there. Must have lost some time somewhere, not exactly sure or how, but down into 15th place JC goes. Oh, watch out for Ninas. Ninas is having a really good race here. Puts the pressure on Mahi. Mahi looking to get into the top 4. And Mahi actually goes for a mid-turn switchback in turn 13. But this battling here has brought HSVDT ever so close. We'll actually get on board with him. He'll probably get a pretty good view of this battle here. He won't get DRS. I'm not sure who will down the DRS straight, but I think these drivers are a little bit too far gone for us to view that. But Super Ninas tries to break the toe, kind of going along the pit wall. Mahi goes back into the slipstream here, looking at a move down into turn 1, but I think he's just too far gone for that. HSVDT is trying to reach back within DRS range. Within a second you've got a B, and he's just barely out. He's actually gotten a really good turn 3 launch and has found himself back within a second, but with no DRS, so that won't bring him too much closer at all. He's got to have a good start of Sector 2 here as he just enters it now. Mahi's trying to get back to Super Ninas, but Super Ninas seems to be putting into some really quality turns here as he's kind of slowly increasing that gap between himself and Mahi. Mahi's in trouble now. He's just going to have HSVDT to deal with, just right in behind him fairly quickly here, as HS is actually going to get DRS on Mahi. Oh, did Mahi get the wing breakage? Yeah, he did. Oh, Mahi's front right wing is broken, so that's why he's losing so much time. So he's going to be under real pressure here from HSVDT, as he's got a slightly tarnished front right wing, and HSVDT is putting in some really good times here. And yeah, Mahi just can't battle with HSVDT. Mystic Joker sets another fastest lap. That guy's just nuts. As his tires get older, he sets quicker laps, which is absolutely ass backwards. But here you go, Mahi's gonna try. He just can't get a good enough run up, doesn't have the downforce. HSVDT is able to get away and down the pit straight, doesn't opt to try and break the toe. By doing so, he's brought Mahi right back close, and a wheel-to-wheel battle going into turn 1 here. Mahi is forced to kind of just run right over turn 1. And then HSVDT is forced to just cut turn 2, but re-overtakes back for 5th place. Mahi gets a really good run out of turn 3, but isn't able to match the braking prowess of HSVDT coming into turn 4. Will Ans and Ray, Will Ans and Ray, sorry, we're getting into it here, as Will Ans, I think, was just overtaken by Ray, but as we're just joining back onto this battle for 12th place. Will Ans has the straight line speed with DRS open coming into turn 4, goes down the inside line. Will Ans around the outside, but can't seem to defend the position and hold on to 12th. It goes to Will Ans, as Will Ans is going to try and open up that lead, that gap between himself and Ray, as he's got a clear 15 seconds. Okay, never mind, too much penalties for that. JC Blackley, on the other hand, though, is on the faster tire compound. Chunky Corgi. Oh, chunky, no. Too heavy on the throttle coming out of turn 8. Finds himself into the wall. Mr. Shoker steps another fastest lap. Like, what do you, like... Oh my god, what a nut. It's nearly on to his final lap here. This Mystic Joker. Actually, sorry, just started his second last lap. The closest battle currently sitting in the field is with Ray and Will Ans. Can Ray get himself back within a a decent striking distance to Will Ans, trying to get himself into 12th place on track and not have to deal with the penalties to come in to help in the end. But do we still have the VAC fans in here? Do we still have the VAC boys? The hyper the hyper homies? Oh my god, Ninas. Ninas is trying to make a late push for podium. Him and Jinnit to win it are going wheel to wheel now in Sector 2 as the dive down into Turn 10. Ninas has put on a crazy show here late on. Even with the older tires, he gets a really good run out of 10. Jinnit actually doesn't opt to use DRS. Oh, what's going on? Oh, what's going on with Jinnit there? Why is he so slow? Yeah, okay, he took major damage to his front left wing. What happened? Oh my, he's pretty much lost his whole front left wing as we come onto the final lap here. Ouch. Now Jinnit's going to be in trouble for Mahi Mahi, who's also got a damaged front right wing, but not nearly as bad as Jinnit. The Gar's vac is about 4.2 seconds out here, so he's got quite a bit of time to close. He can see Jinnit down the pit straight. Mahi Mahi is going to put a lot of pressure on Jinnit here, as well as HSVDT on Super Ninas. Mystic Joker surely has this one locked up, as well as Elma Jacko has it locked up for second place. But the battle for third is still very much underway. Mahi Mahi seems to get the move done on Jinnit to win it. Jinnit just can't fight back with that wing damaged as it is. And it may just have helped him that Mahi was able to overtake him quite easily here, but he's going to want to try and do as much as he can to hold on to... No, yeah, see, Mahi's just able to pull away so much easier, even with a damaged wing that he has. But A. Daltonian gets overtaken by Will Ans coming around turn 4 there as well. But we'll kind of... We'll keep an eye on the Garrus back, because he's already chewed off 2 seconds between himself with half a lap to go here. It may be possible for him to overtake Jinnit to win it into 6th place. But, oop, there you go. Mr. Joker comes over the line, as well as sets the fastest lap in this race for the win. Elma Jacko is going to finish up as well in 2nd place. HSVDT, though, and Super Ninas still on a battle for 3rd, but it looks like Super Ninas is going to be able to get the job done. Coming around the final couple corners here. Maybe one more lap. HSVDT could have mounted something, but not here. What is Jinnit's penalties? Back is so close. He's brought himself back within a half a second, but the penalties to Jinnit win it is going to be the difference there. Oh, Will Ans spins out and bins his car. JC Blackley. Oh, there you go. He does that as well. Chunky gonna do it? Chunky may be a guy to do it. No, he just decides to come over the line. Valentine. Oh, he set himself up. Oh, no, he just comes straight over. Oh, there you go. He gets a good piece of JC Blackley, though. And now Valentine is sit right across the middle of the track. There you go, the lone wolf. He's gonna finish. Oh, and Hotspot, I think Hotspot crashed out too. But that's gonna be the finish of the first race of the evening here. Drive of the day goes to Super Ninas. Well deserved. Solid race throughout. Mystic Joker once again with the win, and congratulations to Elma Jacko coming in second, as well as those two are used to being on the podium together. But Mystic Joker gets the best of Jacko today. And to go through the final order once more, we got Mr. Joker with the win, El Majako second, Super Ninas third, HSVDT fourth, Mahi Mahi fifth, the Lonely Canuck in the top 10, the Garsvaken sixth, Janet to win it, followed by his fellow countryman, Impossible Bacon in 8th, Cake Thomas 9th, Money Matt rounding out the top 10, A. Daltonian 11th, Ray 12th, Willans 13th, JC Blackley 14th, Spaceman 15th, Chunky Corgi 16th, Valentine 17th, Hotspot, the Bot Spot in 18th, Knuckles in 19th, and the Lone Wolf in 20th. And we had all drivers finish that Grand Prix actually, so well done to all of those, but we're going to get on to the sprint race. A little bit shorter here. I think that race was 16 laps. We're probably going to get about 10 or 11 laps, I think. That's about where we'll land. I can't remember from last time we were here. Oh, I didn't even notice. Skitty, thanks for the follow. Skitly. Skittle. Why? Skittly? Skittly. Skittles. Skittles are good. Skittles are very good. Who can't see a sour bag of Skittles and then just take at least some, even though you know your face just goes as soon as you eat some? You have to have some of it. I nearly cry when I see sour bag of Skittles, and I feel like I need to keep eating them. But that's just me, I guess. Oh, the Lone Wolf ready's up. But anyhow, I thank everyone that is tuning in to the stream this evening. Very much appreciated. If you like what you see, be sure to shoot us a follow, as well as tell anyone that you know to give us a follow as well. If you have Twitter or YouTube or Instagram, be sure to send us a follow there as well. We appreciate it across all of our social media accounts. We have people not really on Instagram. We have some people working on YouTube is taken care of pretty well. Twitter is going to get a little bit of work done to it. Instagram, I think we're hiring for an Instagram guy, but hey, it is what it is. We're getting there. But be sure to tune in tomorrow, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern, as we go live from Bahrain as well in the short Grand Prix. The Garsvaken, it's a really good jump. It goes instantly up into second. Mahi Mahi a little bit late on the gas there, as he finds himself falling down a little bit here already. Vac actually going into first place, back down the inside line and around the outside into turn 2, and takes first. HSVDT is trying to work, or does get the job done on Mahi Mahi. Jinnit to win it, and Mr. Joker are battling former McLaren teammates, having a little bit of a duel there in 7th and 8th. But Jinnit to win it currently holds that right now. Jacko's moving himself up into 5th early on, as he's trying to make a little bit of a move. HSVDT gets past Super Ninas for a second there. Knuckles spins out. Ouch. Oh! Oh no, Jinnit to win it. Dude, the guy's luck is terrible. Oh, Jinnit, no. Man, how does a guy get the luck like that? I don't think we're going to see any sort of safety car here, as we're going to continue on. Jinnit's going to have to pick himself back up and get himself into the pits for a fresh new wing, and potentially maybe some even mediums. But HSVDT and Super Ninas still battling. Vac still holds on to the lead as it stands right now, but HSVDT has worked himself into 4th. Past Super Ninas he goes. Jacko, involved in that collision there, goes down the order. Will Ans is very close to Ray here. Gets a pretty good run out of 13 here. Now a little bit of a drag race down into turn 14. Who's going to get the job done? Inside line has Will, and Will is going to try... Oh, Ray actually does a good job of braking late, going deep into the turn, and is able to hold off right now Will Ans. but Will Ans is right back into the slipstream, nice and tight onto the caboose, the gearbox. He can smell the fumes. Down the inside line, gets the car just ahead, dives down at the inside, but Ray once again does a good job of braking and matching the pace as these two once again go wheel to wheel around a couple turns here, but Will Ans is able to get the job done. Mahi's moving down a couple positions as him and Money Matt kind of get into a little of exchange. It's actually him and JC Blackley as JC tries to go around the outside into turn 4, but Mahi is able to hold out as it stands right now, but JC Blackley is still fighting through the turns, sends him down the outside line of turn 6 and gets the job done. Into 10th place, the top 10 he goes, and oh no, Mahi spins out. Oh, another car spins out and down the order. Jack was done a good job of working himself back up. Once was in 9th place after the spin and contact between what I'm assuming was himself and Jinnit to win it, as he was up into 4th prior to that situation there. Back up into 6th that he goes. Mystic Joker is now trying to hunt down the Garrisvac. Garrisvac has got a ruthless task ahead of him here to try and hold Mystic Joker off for 10 full laps. And already Mystic Joker, the robotic way that he is, even though he's I'll still applaud him, even though he threw a little chirp in chat today, and I know he's gonna watch when he watches this back. I'm gonna say that I did, and I reacted to this. I saw it. You know what? I understand it. It was a good shot, and I can respect game where game is where game is proven, and that's what he did, setting the fastest lap. And now Garrisvac tries to defend, breaking the toe here, but Jinnit to win it is way down the order. I'm not sure why I said his name, but Mystic Joker down the inside line. The Garrisvac does a pretty good job of defending, still holds a position, but Mystic Joker just forces him into poor racing lines, and Mystic gets a really good run out of turn 3, kind of chaining turn 2 and 3 really well, as Vac was kind of put into an awkward spot with Mystic doing so well through those couple of turns. Will Ans and Money Matt battling down for 9th place, but we'll have to see if Vac can hold on here, or if Mystic Joker's just going to pull away, as what he seemingly is doing here. Very important here for the Garrisvac to try and stay within a second of Mystic Joker, get DRS. He's going to come through DRS detection here, and he's just going to barely get it here, so still within DRS. A good run out of turn 10, but Mystic Joker gets actually a better run, but DRS is going to open, and pull up the lap. There we go. Okay, shoot, I should have had that on. It's going to bring him slightly closer, but Mystic is just ever so slightly pulling away as well. We'll go down over into Spaceman. Spaceman's kind of getting real close to Mahi. Mahi picked himself back up after that little bit of a crash there, but is able to keep going in 14th place. But we got a really big line here, as you can see, all the way from Super Ninas, who's not even that far away, as this is still so early, so all these drivers haven't really been separated quite yet. JC's trying to get past Ray. Ray breaks late and defends around the outside and does a really good job of doing so. Whoa, Will Ans is up in 9th. That was fast. But JC gets actually a really good launch out of 15 into the slipstream of Ray. A. Daltoni and Super Ninas are battling into turn 1, so I'll jump onto that and see if I can get back to Ray and JC Blackley. But AE's going around the outside of turn 2, a little contact between himself and Super Ninas, but AE does a good job to stick it and get the position done. But now Valentine and Money Matt are dragging down into turn 4 there. As you can see, Super Ninas and A. Daltonian as well battling through turn 4. Looks like Super's got the outside, a little bit of contact. A. Daltonian hits the wall, comes back on track, cuts off Will. Money Matt and Valentine were battling as that was going on as well. Will's got the position on AE in the end, and down the inside line goes Money Matt on Valentine. A switchback on Valentine. Will goes deep through the turn. Will now drop down into 9th. AE back up into 8th. Money Matt trying to, now he goes down the inside line as well onto Will, but kind of sends it a little bit too poorly, doesn't get a good run out, but it's A. Daltonian who goes way too deep through the turn. Money Matt now gets position. Valentine gets a good run out of turn 10, and down the inside line he goes on to A. Daltonian. Now A. Daltonian's in massive trouble here, as he's going to fall back into 11th place, and it might not end there, as JC Blackley's getting a really good run out of turn 11 through 12 here, but it looks like AE's done enough to be able to hold off JC, but JC's getting really good runs out of the turn now, and AE once again getting a little bit too squirrely, going too deep onto turn 13, and blocks off the outside line of JC Blackley through 14 here. Valentine gets a little bit of oversteer. JC's trying to get past AE Daltonian. Ray is just in behind this all, as well as Mahi has caught this pack. And this group is continually battling throughout. Impossible Bacon is trying to work himself back within striking distance of second place, but right now it's Money Matt getting overtaken by Valentine. Valentine going down the inside line, going around the outside in turn 2, and Money Matt can't fight back enough. Both drivers get DRS coming down the straight. AE as well on Money Matt is getting real close down the inside line, or outside, sorry. AE Daltonian goes, and Money Matt's able to fend her on the inside line, and I think he's just a little bit too far out now. But a good little attempt there from AE Daltonian. Needs to try and get that, as all these drivers are still so close. They get DRS on each other, and they get ever so tight coming down the straight. When Mahi looking to get the move done on Ray, as Ray left the door open there, and Mahi gets it done. But HSVDT actually puts Impossible Bacon into a really tough spot. Impossible in the Guan Yu Zhou car. He's got Cake Thomas behind him as well, and not too far behind Cake is Jacko. Jacko braking fairly deep into the turn. He's gonna have Cake Thomas just ahead of him, but Cake's got a really good run on Impossible, and now he's just trying to get back alongside him as we're dragging down into turn 1. Jacko's gonna have a really good view of this. We'll see what he can do. He sees that Impossible is forced into a poor line through turn 1, and he switches him back through turn 2, gets DRS, and looks to get the overtake on his teammate. He's got the car full ahead. It's the move done. Into 5th place goes Jacko, Will Ans, and Valentine battling as well. And it looks like Valentine gets the move done for a second, but then goes a little bit too deep and brings himself back on track, and Will Ans is able to hold off on the position for now. Mahi as well getting really close. Money Matt actually overtakes Valentine going into turn 8. Now coming into 10, Valentine's looking for a really good run out. Mahi does a good job on the throttle there, but it still looks like Valentine might be able to fasten something into 11th. Actually does, shoots it, brakes extremely late, forces Money Matt to go out wide. And these cars are going to come wheel to wheel around turn 12. Valentine forced to take the longer way around the track, doing a good job of still holding the pace, going a little bit off, and that's going to be battle done here. But now JC Blackley is getting right on the back of Valentine. Valentine is going to feel the pressure here. He needs to get a good run on these last 2 turns here if he wants to fight Money Matt into turn 1. Money Matt's going to be the only one without DRS here. About 3.5 seconds, or sorry, 0.3 of a second separates Money Matt and Valentine. A Daltonian forced into the pit. Down the inside line goes Money Matt. Gets the car fully ahead, but Money just still tries to stick it. Gets back alongside him. A little bit of contact there, and a little bit more contact. Valentine and Money Matt, neither of them get DRS, and that's going to open JC Blackley right back into it. As JC gets alongside Money Matt. Money Matt's got the outside line here, which is going to turn to the inside in the next turn, and JC can't forge too much of an attack there. And Valentine gets a little bit up on the curb, and it kind of launches him back down ahead of Money Matt, and a little bit more contact there. JC sees an opening on Money Matt. Money breaks a little bit too late and along the outside. Mahi as well can sense a little bit of a position change there, as he gets as well alongside and overtaken Money Matt. And oh no, contact in a very bad spot with Money Matt and Mahi. And that's just that little bit of tap. Just that little tap just was enough to throw Mahi into the side of, I think that was JC Blackley. That wasn't intentional at all. That was just the tiniest little tap. That's a very tough turn to try and slow down into, and that tiniest little contact just does the job. HSVDT is really close onto the Garris Vac, as I haven't even looked at the top of the leaderboard here for the last couple of laps. On to lap 8 we go, 5 full laps to go. Mystic Joker leads us, 9 seconds separates himself and the Garris Vac. But it's his teammate. Is that the teammate? Yeah, it's Mystic Joker, HSVDT's teammate, leading the way. HS in the other high-tech goes into second place, as we're looking at an HS and Mystic Joker high-tech 1-2 finish with Vac on the third step. But Cake Thomas isn't too far away, and Elma Jacko as well is trying to work on Cake, but Cake's doing a good job of battling. But it's Knuckles and Mahi Mahi, I think we're battling there, but Mahi Mahi gets the move done in the end. But Elma Jacko trying to get past Cake Thomas, as you can see, 2 and 3 battling right there, as this has just been a very tight contested battle throughout the entire race here. But a yellow flag in Sector 1, I'm not exactly sure who that is. It might be Chunky Corgi. I think it is. Yes, it was Chunky Corgi spinning out through turn 2. Collects himself back up in 16th place. A Daltonian retires into pit. Can Jacko get close enough? What is about to happen, and what nearly happened, was Cake Thomas getting himself, which has happened actually, he's in DRS range of Garris Vac, and Vac has actually fallen just out of DRS range. Now Vac is in a heap of trouble here. As you can see, HSVDT not too far here, but he's going to have Cake Thomas and Elma Jacko to deal with real soon here. That midfield battle has kind of settled itself down here. Only a battle of 4 cars now. At one point it was about 8, kind of switching and swapping and flopping all over the place for positions. But Jacko once again gets DRS on Cake, but just can't get close enough, as Cake now has DRS on the Garris Vac. So Vac is got to just pump out a really good Sector 2 here, get himself back within DRS, and he needs to close the gap to HSVDT, as Cake Thomas and Elma Jacko are closing the gap to him early on through Sector 2 here. So nerve-wracking stuff here for the Garris Vac if he wants that podium here, but getting DRS here, I'm not sure if he was able to get it. He's within a second now, but no, I don't think he did. He was just outside, but he gets a really good run out of turn 10. That hurts even more, as he's closing the gap in the straight, and actually he's chopped a quarter of a second off there. He's getting himself back close to HSVDT. He's getting a little bit decent focus towards what needs to be done. HS going a little bit too deep around turn 12. Back on track, still in second place. A second is just... Ooh, but... Oh, so Cake Thomas is actually really close onto Vac. Vac can sense that, and Vac is just still... Oh no, it hurts how close he is to getting DRS, but he once again does not. Cake does, and he's coming down the pit straight, and he can sense the nerves of the Garris Vac coming into turn 1 here, as he's just right tight on the back. He's actually going to send it down into turn 1. He's going to force the Vac to defend, but by doing so, he brings himself very close and under pressure to Elma Jacko, and behind us Jacko gets a really good run out of turn 3 now, is in the DRS and slipstream as well to Cake, and Cake tries to outbrake the Garris Vac. Vac sends it around the outside, still fighting to defend, pushes Cake out wide. Cake is not giving way. Onto the curb goes Cake, as Vac and him are still duking it out here, but Jacko gets a really good run. Now Cake is under pressure from Elma Jacko. Vac still holding on to third place. Jacko's got the all-important line in. Oh no, no! Oh, the contact. As Cake has got to wait for his turn to get back on track. Oh my, that kills. It has to wait so long. I'm not sure if Jacko overextended a little bit too much there, but there's definitely contact between the drivers, which led into Cake Thomas going into the wall. JC Blackley trying to get up past Valentine. Onto lap 11 we go. Vac is going to be feeling some major pressure now from Elma Jacos. Jacos trying to do a double podium here. Spots all the way down in 17th place. Vac goes to the inside line to defend. Jacko sends it deep around turn 1. Braking extremely late. And he's going to get DRS as well. And the podium for the Garris Vac is starting to seem fairly bleak here, as he's got to really close the gap to Jacko. Maybe if he can do it down the pit straight, but he can't let the Garris Vac, or can't let Jacko get too far here. JC Blackley and Valentine are battling for 7th place here. As actually they're wheel to wheel, so we get a nice little camera angle there. You gotta love it. Coming through sector 2. JC looks like he gets a position for 7th place. And a little bit of contact there. I'm not sure who was that between. We're coming into the tough, hard turn of turn 10, and JC Blackley, oh no. Money Matt's right back in it here as Money Matt gets along past Valentine here as we got a drag down into the turn 3 wide. JC's just barely leading the way. Oh, Money Matt has to slot in behind. JC's under pressure here as he looks like he's dropped down into 10th as we have 4 cars battling through sector 2 here into 3. Money Matt is into 7th as it stands right now. JC and Ray are battling as Ray has kind of found himself back into the battle of top 10 here. Dragging down into turn 14, onto the last lap we go. Mystic is working himself through sector 1. Vac and Jacko are battling into turn 1. As I'm looking onto the battle for the final podium position, but looks like Jacko gets too good of a run out. Mahi as well overtakes Ray, but Ray's going to try and get that position back, but Mahi's got the inside line as well as looking at 9th, but I think a little bit of contact there has pushed Mahi back. Valentine gets past Money Matt. JC Blackley is going to send it deep into turn 4, sorry. Money Matt has the inside line, but JC does a really good job of riding it all the way around and through the turn and gets the position. Mahi's trying to work himself back into the top 10. Money Matt's going to be under a lot of pressure here with the penalty, but Mahi is just going to keep sending it back down the inside line onto Ray. Ray's going to push him out wide. Mahi gets a pretty good run out of turn 8 into the late break of turn 10. Oh no, Ray! Something happened there. There must have been a little bit of contact, and Ray just couldn't put it together and couldn't get the car slowed down enough, and he made some real solid contact with, I think that was Money Matt. That really hurts. But Mystic Joker does come over the line for the win. We got HSVDT, who's just finishing up the final turn here. The Garris Vac still very close onto Jacko. Oh no, a late penalty to JC Blackley, but 3.5 seconds separate him and possible bacon, so he should have the position safe. The Garris Vac just missing out on the podium. Will Ann's in 6th. Valentine looking to come over in 7th. That's actually in the Yuki Tsunoda car. JC Blackley just being able to hold off onto 8th. Knuckles into 9th. That was a very surprising 9th. He came out of nowhere. Mahi in 11th. Spaceman overtakes Money Matt. Craig Thomas with unfortunate collision in 14th. Ray in 15th as well with the unfortunate collision. And the Lone Wolf and Hotspot are battling it out in Sector 2 for our race finish. Oh, they're actually bots. So yeah, it just ends. But there you go, Mr. Joker, as well as Jacko, respectively, get the double podium, had half a wing the whole race. That was a good battle, man. Ready to go back and watch that. That was actually really exciting, not gonna lie. That was a really fun sprint race. Bahrain during the day is so weird. Agreed, Mystic, agreed, man. Credit to where credit's due to the driver's stay. It was exciting stuff. But there we go. We got the podium with Mystic Joker, with HSVDT and Elmo Jacko coming second and third. The Garrett's back in fourth. Trident of Super Nianas in fifth. Will Ans finishing in a solid sixth place. Valentine seventh. JC Blackley eighth. Impossible Bacon ninth. Knuckles, the other Canuck, into the top 10. Mahi Mahi in 11th. Spaceman in 12th, Money Matt 13th, K Thomas 14th, Ray 15th, Chucky Corgi 16th, Hotspot 17th, The Lone Wolf in 18th, A Daltonian 19th, or sorry, A Daltonian Engine to win it, DNFing in 19th and 20th. So that will be our finishing order. Be sure to tune in tomorrow if you like what you saw here in the Midwest F1 League. We very much appreciate it. But that is it for us here tonight. F2 series is in the books on to Thursday, Division 1. Coming to you live, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern, as well at Bahrain. Actually, it's going to be the Bahrain short track, so that's going to be a different one. So be sure to check that one out. It's going to be fun. But that is it for me. That is it for us. Hopefully, we'll be seeing you very soon. If you like what you saw, be sure to shoot us a follow. We very much appreciate it. I have been Crash McQueen. I'll be back tomorrow with my Australian counterpart, as well as the double podium man of today, Elma Jacko, for tomorrow's night's episode and race week 2 of Division 1. So be sure to check in. Thanks again, everyone that did tune in. You have a good rest of your Wednesday or Thursday up in Australia. Good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.